changing lessons we received from you have prepared us for Christ's mission. We shall meet you in heaven when our earthly assignment has come to an end. The duty you have bestowed upon us to carry on Christ's mission is now our focus.
Prophet Racine and Evangelist Ruth, both the spiritual sons and daughters of Senior Prophet TB.JOSHUA, made a remarkable, powerful speech to celebrate the anniversary of their spiritual father and mentor. In their humble speech, they made it clear that words cannot express how grateful they are to their spiritual mentor till this present day. Prophet Racine, in his words, he said, Senior Prophet TB.JOSHUA has installed in them the direction and ways of the true gospel of our Lord Jesus Christ. And for now, they are on focus to carry on with the good work that their mentor has installed in them. Their mentor demonstrated nothing but the power of God, and he was a humble man. Evangelist Ruth called him a great man who feared God, and she made it clear that when Senior Prophet TB.JOSHUA was alive, he couldn't permit them to say so because he was a very, very humble man. That Senior Prophet TB.JOSHUA faces critics and persecution with love. That he had nothing but love to give to the world. Prophet Racine continued that all those who walked with his mentor, Senior Prophet TB.JOSHUA, with a true heart will be rewarded by God, because he has trained them on a step-by-step building on righteousness, putting Christ first. That just like Elijah's mantle was carried on by Elisha, so shall his mentor's footprints be all over the world, his footprints of love and compassion, and the powerful ministerial work that he has instilled in all those that were around him. They also extend their greetings to Mama Evelyn Joshua. They also extend their appreciation to Mama Evelyn Joshua that she has set forth an open hand to embrace them, and she is like the mother of nations, and how they had to go through the hard times of the collapse of the building and scorn the synagogue church of all nations, that only God has graced them through these trying moments. As they continued, they also make mention of the fact that Senior Prophet TB.JOSHUA released a very powerful secret to them. During one of his powerful sermons in the year 2017, he made mention of the fact that children of God, servants of God, are not only powerful because they are in the bushes and on the mountains, but because they possess a free spirit, a spirit that takes heed to no grudges. She added that it may sound simple, but this is the basis of a powerful servant of God. And in continuation, Prophet Racine added that just as his mentor said, that us as believers, as Christians, we should remember and know that we are on a journey and a race on earth, and our focus should be making Christ more and ourselves less. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button as a way to support the channel. We are grateful for all your efforts.
I dreamt I saw a mountain, a very, very high mountain. And I was like a baby, small baby, 8-month baby, wearing diapers. I looked at the mountain so high. When I turned, I saw a man as tall as the mountain. A black man, having beard. The man I saw in the dream, they were calling that man the man in the synagogue.
Wise man, Prophet Racine, one of the wise men raised by Prophet TB.JOSHUA, revealed the deep, sacred, powerful way he came in contact with Prophet TB.JOSHUA. According to him, God himself brought him in contact with this great man of God, called Prophet TB.JOSHUA. He called him the man of the synagogue. Prophet Racine said during his boyhood days, as a young man, he was desperate to fend for his life. Thus, he made it abroad, as many young Africans would do. And he was abroad for 22 years from his home country, Senegal. Everything was going on well. He had established businesses and relationships for these years. But after 18 years, something happened that destroyed everything that he was proud of. The business that he was proud of collapsed, and the relationship that he has built over the years also collapsed at the eve of Christmas. He stated he was stranded and frustrated on the street, looking for a hotel that he couldn't find one, and after 4 days he could book into a hotel that he was so exhausted and he fell into a deep sleep. He had a dream, and in this dream he saw a very huge mountain in front of him. And in that dream, he was like a baby, still putting on diapers, like a baby of 8 months. And there was a giant man standing beside the mountain. And this man was the same height as the mountain. He looked at this man, and this man was a dark African man. In this dream, as a baby, he was struggling to climb the mountain, but he could not. And he got up from this dream, and he knew immediately that the man that was standing beside the mountain, the same height with the mountain, could help him to climb this mountain. Thus, he started his journey of looking for this man. But it was not easy for him. He started going from one man of God to another, from one church to another, till after 4 years of search, then he pleaded to God. He said, God, you showed me this man, and you revealed it to me that this man can help me. Please help me to get in contact with this great man of God. So one day he was watching a video of a powerful man of God doing signs and wonders. They called him the man of the synagogue. He left that day, went back to his hotel, and he had another dream. In this dream, he saw the map of Africa. The map of Africa was before him clearly, and the location of Nigeria was beaten like a heartbeat. Thus, it was clear to him that he had to go to Nigeria. The next day, before his boss, he asked for a permit, telling him that I want to move to Nigeria. His boss was confused. He asked him, Nigeria, are you okay? And his response was, yes, there's a great man of God in Nigeria that I have to meet. To his surprise and shock, the boss got up and signed his permission to leave and book his ticket to Nigeria. This was a miracle on its own. And this is how the young Prophet Racine made his way to Nigeria. He said he met the man of God one-on-one, and the man of God gave him a short note that he has kept it for all his life. Behind the note, he jotted the date, March 2002. Prophet Racine concluded, I will keep these notes my whole life.
Brethren, I want to just tell you a very short story about me. Yes. Like many African people here, we believe that the green pastures are when you go to Western world. That's I did. And I lived there for 22 years. Walked with people, meet different sorts of people. I thought I had arrived on the outside. But one day, after 18 years, something happened. Something happened that turned my life around. All that I counted dear, important, collapsed in one day. That business I was proud of collapsed. That relationship I was into for so long collapsed in one day at the eve of Christmas, 1998. I find myself stranded in a foreign country. I know nobody. I find myself in the street. Stranded in the street, nowhere to go. I didn't know anybody. I have my bag, a phone I switched off, and I was roaming about knowing where to go on a Christmas day. That day, my whole life said, is it what you have come here to do in this country? What are you going to do? What is the way out? Imagine what can go through the heart of such person. Happening on the day of Christmas. Everybody in his home fellowshipping and dancing and whining. I was looking for the hotel. I couldn't find any. And I entered one hotel one day. I was overwhelmed. I entered the room, tired, and I slept. And I had a dream. I dreamt I saw a mountain, a very, very high mountain. And I was like a baby, you know, a small baby, 8-month baby, wearing diapers. I looked at the mountain so high. When I turned, I saw a man as tall as the mountain. A black man having beard. I look at the mountain. I look at the man. I say, how can I go there? I look at the man. The man looked at me and smiled. I woke up. When I woke up, something strange happened to me. There was a small light as if you lit a candle. At that moment, I say, who is this man? My focus changed immediately. I forget about my trouble. I forget about this. I say, who is this man? I looked for that man from town to town. I traveled to different countries to look for that man. Anytime I hear there's a man of God here, I run there. After 4 years, my life didn't change. The trouble was still there. One day I say, God, if that dream is true, I will not allow water to enter my mouth or food to enter my mouth until you reveal me that person. For good 6-7 days, I was there. And something happened. Let somebody say something happened. On Monday, a friend called me. He said, let's go to the prayer meeting because they are going to show something very special, very strange. So I came there. What I saw shocked me. The man I saw in the dream, they were calling that man the man in the synagogue. When they played that video, I saw a man sitting on the ground, the buttocks eaten by worm. The man was abandoned. I was shocked to see the image. I said, how can this person live? Immediately he came and prayed for that man. When I saw the video, the man was healed, delivered, as if he never was sick. I say, this is the man. began to say, God, how can I go there? How can I see him? I slept. Another dream came, showing me the map of Africa. And Nigeria was like a heartbeat. Boom, 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 boom. When I came to my office next day, I told my boss, I want to go to Nigeria. He looked at me and said, what happened to you? Are you off? I mean, are you? I said, no. There is a prophet there. I want to go and see him. Before I realized, he came to me, take the checkbook, sign the check, and get my ticket. So I came here on February 2002. On that faithful Sunday service, the prophet saw me in his office. I entered, I couldn't talk. He gave me this. This paper you see has been with me now for good 16 years. He looked at me and said, what are you doing? God has a plan for you. My dear brother, if you don't know where you are destined to be, oh Lord, your destiny will be changed forever. He gave me this. I took it and I read. He said, God will give you all that he has for his heirs. That day I understood I'm a child of promise. So I wrote on the back, Sunday, 3rd of March, 2002. Immediately I read, something crossed my mind and said, if you believe in God, you will succeed. If you believe his prophet, you will prosper. So I went to the scripture and I write it, 2 Chronicles 20:20. And today, my dream has come to pass.
Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button as a way to support the channel. We are grateful for all your efforts.